Well, somebody who takes a completely different view from Ines Arrimadas is AlisendaPaluzie, who's Professor of Economics at the University of Barcelona. Ines Arrimadas was saying that there is no majority in favour of independence here. This was an illegal referendum. I mean, that is the case. It is illegal according to Spanish law and the Constitution.
There is a democratic mandate in the Catalan Parliament to declare independence, because the parties that defended independence in the last election to the Catalan Parliament had a majority in votes, in popular votes, and in MPs. The parties that are against independence, they represent in the Catalan Parliament 39% of the popular vote.
But they would say that even according to the Catalan Parliament, this was illegal. He didn't even get the number of seats he needed, or the number of votes he needed to push the referendum through. The opposition boycotted this as well. It is not a valid referendum.
This is not true. Self-determination of peoples is protected by international law, and the law of the referendum of self-determination is appealing to international law. Catalan people is recognized as a people in the Spanish Constitution. So it's legal under international law, and self-determination referendums have almost always been unilateral. So it's a pity, because we tried to have an agreement and to do the referendum with an agreement and with the no, not boycotting it, but voting and participating in the campaign, but they decided to boycott it. The boycott of the no does not, according to all convenants on referendums, they cannot add up to the abstention to try to delegitimate.
So this is a fait accompli, is it? According to the Catalan law, which again isn't recognised by Madrid on this referendum, if there is a majority, which there was, according to the figures that you have provided or has been provided, this automatically goes to a vote on a declaration of independence. Is that going to happen?
Yes, it's going to happen. Today, Catalonia will emerge to the international arena as a political subject, open to international mediation and open to dialogue. But independence will be declared, and we are going to be appearing as a political subject.
And which countries are going to support you in this?
Well, we don't know. Let's see what's going to happen.
None so far.
None.
Not even Venezuela?
No. It's the same with Slovenia, no? They took 6 months to get recognized by some countries. It happened the same with Lithuania, no? The day before they had the referendum call, and Mitterrand said they will never recognize that vote, and they will never recognize Lithuania as an independent country, and now it's a member of the...
So this is a game of bluff, is it, by Mr. Puigdemont? He thinks everything will fall in place once he declares this. And what happens if Madrid says, look, we're going to invoke Article 155 and suspend autonomy here for the region?
Autonomy has been already partially suspended. For instance, financial autonomy has been suspended, not violating Constitution and violating Spanish law. So if they do that, they are just going to add more arguments in the international courts of justice to defend the right of succession of independence to the Catalan people, to Catalonia. Because as now, when internal self-determination is denied, external self-determination becomes a right.
Do you accept that this region is deeply divided? A lot of people I've been speaking to are saying, we are frightened about saying we want to remain part of Spain because we feel bullied and intimidated by the separatist movement. It goes through the education system, it goes through everything. Do you accept that there are a huge number of people here who want to remain part of Spain?
I accept that 39% of the Catalan population is against independence. I do not accept that they are bullied. We could say that we independentists have our fundamental rights violated. We were threatened to have fines of 30,000 euros if we were going to attend the polls as electoral agents. There was a massive breaking of fundamental rights during the days before the referendum and during the day of the referendum, and a majority of Catalan people demonstrated their determination to do this referendum.
So
there is nothing illegal in voting, in deciding.
So will you be celebrating with Cava tonight the Declaration of Independence, regardless of the fact that a lot of international business, headquarters of major companies, are now saying they will move outside Catalonia because they are worried about you not being part of the EU, and there will be a drain not only of money but of people potentially as well?
What I would like is the rationality to be imposed and not using threats, economic threats of all sorts, like the Spanish government is doing, like legislating to facilitate this type of technical moves. Firms are not moving. They are not moving even the central...
Well, the headquarters are.
Not the operational headquarters.
CaixaBank, Sabadell?
Yeah, they are not moving their operational headquarters, and they are not moving people. They are
Cellnex?
Yeah, they are just moving.
Major construction companies?
They are just moving. They are just moving their legal headquarters, which is different, and this is a precautionary measure that is normal to protect them.
But they don't have confidence. That's why they don't have confidence in an independent Catalonia.
Do you know what is the problem? The problem is that not to agree on an agreed transition. The problem is the Spanish state not accepting to sit on the table, not accepting to act as the UK would have acted, as the British government would have acted. This is the problem. They are creating uncertainty in the markets, and the Spanish economy as a whole will suffer from their denial of dialogue, from their denial of negotiation.
Okay, Professor Alesenda Paluzie, thank you very much indeed.